I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the monsters of the Midway, the Chicago Bears, and the San Francisco 49ers. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Well, it was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they enter play here. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they come in riding high, just 1 loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is, and that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care, and when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, Lawrence. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And let's take a look at the Bears offense.
We often overuse the term heart and soul when we talk about a player being just that for his team, but not in the case of Kyle Long in Chicago. He's shown his ability to be a Pro Bowl guard, a Pro Bowl tackle, but it's his passion for the game, his passion for his teammates that sets the tone for the entire team.
And Robinson with a big catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. On first down, Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. But look now at the defensive starting lineup for the 49ers. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Fourth down, and on is Ty Long to punt. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by their quarterback standing at 6'2" from Eastern Illinois. It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
McKinnon, and he stopped immediately there. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. And a quick look now at the offense for the 49ers.
And everyone always tells me the fullback is leaving the game, and then I say, hold it a second. What about Kyle Juszczyk? 2-time Pro Bowler, maybe the best all-around fullback in the game for his ability to block, catch, and occasionally run the football inside.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. First carry now for David Montgomery. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
And he gets us to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
The numbers on the ground for McKinnon last week. 12 carries, 81 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people open downfield.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And to give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. A look at the starters now defensively for the Bears. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna...
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Akeem Hicks coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Now a chance to take advantage of that missed field goal. 1st and 10, way up at the 37. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Let's go, D.
Off the play fake. Lawrence, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
So that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
From the 29, Garoppolo. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. And he'll give it here to his running back. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. And his throw here's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking for the end zone. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And Gold is able to put it through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On 2nd down now. Swift. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. This is caught by Robinson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. 1st and 10 at the 19. From the gun, Lawrence. This one into the hands of Burton. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On 2nd down, Swift. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll run with Montgomery. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. So that'll back them up 5. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Letting one go deep for the end zone. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
We play to win. Let's go.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Keep playing hard, fellas.
2nd down, McKinnon. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Garoppolo going to give this one to McKinnon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 21. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Draw play. Here's the fullback. It's Juszczyk. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
As diverse as the running game has become in the NFL, there's still a place for the fullback position. And on that play, he gained nice yardage.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Back to throw. Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Bears on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That sack by the DN, Danico Autry.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Let's go.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for Trent Taylor there. And it'll bring up 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
Keep playing hard.
Back out onto the field comes Allen Robinson, and he is closing in on the 100-yard mark for the day.
And it appears that he loved the fact that they're going to play this game earlier. You know, daytime, he's out there running around, feeling good about himself. Whatever his prep was coming in, he was able to get out there quick and fire away.
Read. 54. Right 54. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift, and he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got Burton here. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here's the 2nd and 7. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. Back to throw, Lawrence. He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. Call that a very strong gain of 24. This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Was looking for Ridley again, and that'll make it third down. To throw on third down, Lawrence, caught by Montgomery. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, this from 34. Seibert's kick is good, and that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on second and less than a yard. Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught at the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So they grabbed the lead just before half with a clock reading 0-0-0.
How about snatching things right at the end and grabbing a little bit of control? What a great way to go into the locker room. It's similar to a boxer flurrying in the last 30 seconds of a round and stealing the round. Great job.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And it's up and good to extend the lead to 13-6. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, it was Jimmy Garoppolo who was brilliant in that first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis. That'll bring up second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he almost had it defensively. could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. On first down, Lawrence. It's complete to Robinson. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. To throw on 2nd down, Lawrence looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Completes it to Samuel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
You got 4. You got 4.
3rd and short, McKinnon. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They come out with one back and three tight ends. Garoppolo looks to throw. And this is caught by Smith. Touchdown, 49ers. Caden Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. You know, despite the score line, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From the 36, Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Hey, we got three there.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
I get the thought process, 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way, but that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. On 2nd down now, Swift, and he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 7 yards there and a first down. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. And that'll set them back 5. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's Samuel, caught left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a 1st down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. To throw is Garoppolo. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand.
Down, 50, plant. Check, watch 54, watch 54. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache. Go.
Off play action. Lawrence. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, McKinnon again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Garoppolo completes it to the tight end Kittle. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. 3 down, 3 down.
They run it with McKinnon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go!
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. He finds Robinson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. He's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all, but the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4.
Holding.
And this looks like it's going to be holding. Now the guilty party that time, Charles Leno Jr. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. Lawrence. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. On 3rd down, Swift. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
It's just me.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Lawrence got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab, and the Bears get a bit closer. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will shave one more off this lead. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Jerick McKinnon making his way back onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. 7 consonants, 1 vowel. Here's Juszczyk. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, McKinnon. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Mike 50, Mike 50. You.
Second and 7 at the 50-yard line.
On 2nd down now, McKinnon. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Keep playing hard, fellas.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. Now Allen Robinson and company gearing up to go again on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
From the gun, Lawrence.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Back to throw. Lawrence. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third.
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up fourth. Tried to go draw play out of the gun down here.
Yeah, they tried to spread things out, didn't they? They wanted to move people away from the center of the field, away from the line of scrimmage near the ball, so that the runner could find some space.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Riley Ridley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Here's McKinnon. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now McKinnon. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. And this a 39-yard attempt. The kick by Gould is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So now the Bears down by 2 touchdowns. Just over a minute 40 to play. Field goals useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. This one into the hands of Burton. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. 2nd and 5. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
The catch is made by Riley Ridley. 20! And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they will go ahead and obviously decline the pass interference, and the touchdown will stand. Seibert on for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Down to a knee goes Garoppolo, and that ought to do it.
Mitch Wishnowsky in punt formation for the 49ers.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for San Francisco, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at